Okay, so I'm ready to attach the wingtip. So it attaches to these plywood braces at this angle, and I have a battery here that's the 1.75" height for the wingtip, and then the wingtip can sit flat on there so I don't introduce any warps into the assembly. So I'm going to use tight bond glue to glue this wingtip on. And so I'm just going to put glue on this end rib. I don't know if you may not be able to see all this, but just coating the rib with tight bond glue. And I'm going to put glue in these slots. And also along this edge of this plywood spar. Okay, so I've got that glued up, ready to install. So I'll flip it over. Try to keep my servo wire out of the way. Oh, and I have I've got a nail that's the inside diameter of this carbon fiber tube, and I'm going to just use that to join the two carbon fiber tubes together. So, right there. So clamp these ribs together. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry like that, and that should take care of this polyhedral joint in the wing. A couple of things, I've put the balsa sheeting on the center section, but I left one area open so I can still get to servo wires. I need to put a Y harness in there to attach to the servos, maybe some extensions. And so I'm leaving the top open in this bay area. And what else do I need to mention? Let's see. Oh, the servo I've kind of fit into here, and I had to trim one of the ears, just the edge of it off, so it would go in between the spar, this top edge. It's just a small area relieved out of the ear. And then I did sand that ear at a slight angle so that it wouldn't protrude through the covering there when I cover the wing. Alright, I think, not sure what else to share right now. I'm just going to let this dry. I guess I could show the fuselage progress. I started to shape the fuselage and smooth out the corners, round out the corners, got the motor attached, got 2 servos installed, and so I still haven't finished connecting push rods and those things. And I rounded out the edges of the front, the leading edge and the trailing edge of the fin assembly. And I joined the 2 halves of the elevator together with that wire, drilled holes, and I just glued it to one side because I may have to not have one side attached to get it through the slot in the fuselage. I might be able to put it through the slot and then just slide it back, out of the way, but just in case I didn't glue the one side yet. I put a center line on the horizontal stabilizer, so that could be ready to go in. I didn't glue the top of the fuselage on because I wanted to have access for the push rods, and they're long push rods, so they'll probably need some area of support inside the fuselage so they don't bend. Alright, so this is my 3rd day of working on it, so I feel like I've got a lot accomplished in just 3 days. So that's my progress. So let's get some more work done on the tail. So it's glued and glue's dry, so need to flat sand this just to get all any high spots or glue that sticks up smooth, so when we cover it we won't have any bumps in the covering. This shouldn't take long, just a few swipes and it should be fine. I didn't feel anything sticking up or anything, so that's fine. Just going to go along this trailing edge, or I should say the hinge line. Make sure that's smoothed out from the little nubs from the laser, so the part that the laser cutter doesn't cut, so that it stays in the balsa frame. Okay, now let's do the leading edge. Oh, and while you guys are off doing something else, I put a center line down in the middle of the horizontal stabilizer. So we're just getting those little nub things off right now, but we're also going to sand this to a round shape. So we'll get started on that. Kind of putting that sort of a bevel in, and then you can just change the angle. Keep changing the angle until you get it radiused or a rounded feeding edge. This is 120 grit. It's pretty well used 120, so it's not cutting like a fresh 120 would. So they just keep going all the way around, not the hinge line, but all the curves and the leading edge will radius it out. So you probably aren't going to want to watch me do the whole thing, so I'll come back when we get to a step that's a little more interesting.